5 times.
All right, top 5 comedies that start with the letter F. This is a really big list, so you're going to have to really bear with me on this one. All right, here we go. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, The First Wives Club. Fish Called Wanda. Fletch, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Freaky Friday. Full Monty. Fraternity Vacation. Underrated movie, and definitely one of those video cassettes that you just picked up and just from browsing. Yeah, Fraternity Vacation, definitely. 51st Dates. It's a number. I'm counting it as a letter here. 40-Year-Old Virgin, 48 Hours, and Free Guy. Okay, I know they're numbers, but I'm counting them as straight up words that start with letter. I don't care. Really tough list, because there's some really gold mines in here. Leave it in the comment below. Let me know what you think. But here are my top 5. Here we go. At number 5, I'm going to go with Fletch. This is a movie that came out after Vacation and kind of like kept on going when it comes to 80s comedies with Chevy Chase. His performance in this movie stands out a little bit more than Clark Griswold because he plays so many different roles when he's being, because he's the master of disguise as an investigative journalist that is investigating heroin on the beach and all this other stuff. And he's going through all these different characters. He's pretending to be all these different characters and he plays them to perfection. You really see his comedy range in this as he goes from character to character. It's absolutely freaking hilarious. Fletch, number 5. At number 4, I got to go 48 Hours. I know it's a number, I don't care. I'm going 48 Hours only because Eddie Murphy's debut, he knocks it out of the park. His bar scene is probably one of the most iconic scenes in all of comedy film history ever. Like, it's like something you just don't expect from an SNL alum that is in his first movie, and he straight up gives it that much confidence and swag, and he throws it all and leaves it all out there. It is comedy gold. It is absolutely phenomenal. His chemistry with freaking Nick Nolte is spot on. I absolutely love 48 Hours, beautifully directed by Walter Hill. Perfect blend of comedy and action. Fantastic buddy film. 48 Hours, number 4. At number 3, I'm going to go with Ferris Bueller's Day Off. What can I say about Ferris Bueller's Day Off, man, that has not already been said? It is a really fantastic John Hughes films and teenage comedy that kind of like, starts, going into, what's going to be like in the future after high school, right? And, but, eventually you get there. And but just to take the day off, and who doesn't want to take senior skip day on a random day? I mean, come on. Absolutely hilarious. Jeffrey Jones, for controversy aside, delivers as Rooney in this. He's absolutely hilarious in this movie, and just Matthew Broderick is he is Ferris Bueller. Do we ever want to see Ferris Bueller's day off from work? Hell yeah. Got a glimpse of it in the commercial not too long ago, but I really would love to see a reunion with him, Mia Sara, and Alan Ruck in the work world and take a time off. That would be freaking awesome. Ferris Bueller, number 3. At number 2, I gotta go Friday. I mean, Friday is probably one of... You know what? I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna freaking change it. No, I'm not going to change it. I'm going to stay as. I'm going to stay Friday. I'm going to go with Friday at number 2. I mean, Cube said it best. He said it like, you see so many movies that depict the hood as this really horrible place in films like Boys in the Hood, Men's Society, and so forth, South Central, and so forth. But you never see the fun times in the hood. And I was, I had the experience of living in all sorts of different neighborhoods, east side, south side, west side, and there was some fun times. There was a lot of laughs, and no movie really depicts that better than Friday. I think it's such a fun movie. It is so freaking hilarious. Star-making role for Chris Tucker. I really wish they'd make Last Friday. Last Friday needs to happen. I know a lot of the greats have passed on, but there's a lot of greats, future greats that can make this movie too, with Cube, Mike Epps, and Chris Tucker. Nia Long, let's make this happen. Last Friday has to happen. And number 1. Now you're gonna see why it was so hard to go from Friday to this one. But number 1 for me, it has to be the 40-Year-Old Virgin. Because I laughed my ass off in this movie. Dang it, this movie was so damn funny. I'm talking about kind of like what I was talking about with improvisational gold, like with movies like Anchorman and stuff. This is another one that's like that. I mean, the whole scene with How Did I Know You're Gay between Paul Rudd and Seth Rogen, that improvisation was just freaking hilarious. And Steve Carell, in one of his first major films after Anchorman and Bruce Almighty, he delivers completely in this movie, and obviously another star-making performance for him in this. But it is so beautifully directed as far as the delivery of the comedy and everything about it. There's a sweetness to this movie that I absolutely love, a vulnerability to Steve Carell's character, but it is so damn funny, man. I was going to say drop an F-bomb there, but it's so damn funny. If you've not seen 40-year-old version, you've got to check out the 40-year-old version. Really tough decision, but yes, I'm going to go with it. 40-year-old version, number 1. And leave a comment below. Let me know what your top 5 comedies are. Let's start with the letter F. And now we move on to the letter G.